Doc Day 3. It's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be a great day. I'm headed to get lunch with David, a friend of mine, talk a little bit about business and finance. I am a bit disappointed though. I was slow to get out of bed. Didn't get much done this morning except for breakfast, a meditation, a shower, catching up on work. So didn't get too much done today, and that happens sometimes. Feel a little bit slower, but the key here is I'm gonna try and catch up on stuff on the back end. So the day's not over yet. It's time to get it started. Time to grind.
Yeah. Throwing up. Yeah. Throwing up. Yeah. Pushing it again just to be grown up.
Here with David, just had some Olive Garden. He's gonna give a tip of the day. So he thinks a good business tip today.
Oh, a great business tip is use the law of large numbers to make the law of averages work for you.
All right, I like that. That's a good one. Well, I'll catch up with you later, David.
Okay, brother.
All right, man. So people with the entrepreneurial mind know more than others, I would say, that you're always getting ideas all the time. You always want to pursue different types of things, or you want to try and tie in different products to your business. And it's tough when you want to do something from scratch. You want to own it, you want to build it up. It's just that whole thing of wanting to build something for yourself. It's tough to let that go. If you're trying to decide whether or not to do something on your own and build it the way you want to build it, or to join a system because it's a bit easier or because it makes sense, definitely think on it. Think on it, weigh the pros and cons, talk to friends, talk to family. I'm struggling with that, there's opportunities everywhere, whether it's joining something that's already working or working for yourself. I'm curious what people think about that, but I'm gonna figure it out. Alright, it's been a completely successful day. Got off to a super slow start. I didn't really start on anything till about, honestly, 3 this afternoon. I know, shame, but I definitely made up for it on the back end. So, had lunch, came home, slow start, eventually started working on stuff, brainstorming. And while I was brainstorming, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about business models. So anytime you want to start a business, you need to think about a business model. And a business model is essentially the way your business functions. How's it going to make money? What's distribution look like? What's your sales team going to look like? Who do you need to hire? Things like that. But nuts and bolts there. Really, the business model, to keep it simple for now, is really thinking about, okay, how are we going to make money? What's the basic structure? So I'm going to talk about a few of those. So the first one I want to talk about, really, the first business model, is being the middleman. So middleman is something, or a company that is really a retailer, a wholesaler, agents, brokers. So take real estate, for instance. Brokers and agents are the middlemen. So you have the buyer over here, seller over here, but there's people in the middle that make those transactions happen, and they take a cut. That's a middleman. So that's one option. One way you can model your business is using the middleman option. The second way is you could be a marketplace. Imagine Airbnb. So you allow a bunch of different quote-unquote businesses to be in one place. Amazon's a great example of a marketplace where similar objects are all in one place. That's where people go to find a specific object. Airbnb being vacation places, Priceline, Expedia being travel, hotels, rental cars. So that's another business model. Another one would be franchising. So everyone has heard the term franchising. So McDonald's, Subway. It's basically buying into an existing system. So you're buying that brand, you're buying that system, and because you get to use what's already set up, they take a percentage. So you could choose to start your own franchising system. People do that. I've thought about doing that. You could start an ice cream shop and it's successful. You decide to franchise, let another person buy into your system, into your product, into your brand, and you take a cut. So it's another good business model that you could use. Another one would be free. So that's another free business model. Look at Betterment, your fintech platform. So they are free, but they're taking a cut of assets under management. Or it could be something like Facebook. They're free, but they make money through ads. There's other services too, other like Mint, for instance, or a lot of your fitness apps. They're free, right? But you have the option to get that premium upgrade, and that's where they start to make that extra money. So that's a good business model there, is that you're just free and then you have other sources of revenue. The flip side of that is really being custom. So a custom business model, that's where really it's like an Edward Jones, for instance. You come in and you customize your financial plan or your financial packages, or other businesses where you want to come in and you want custom products. You want them to build it to you. Maybe a custom tailor versus Joseph A. Bank, which is not a custom tailor by any stretch of the imagination. But I like Joseph A. Bank. They're affordable. Another type of business model would be subscription services. Take Blue Apron, perfect example. They just went public. So you got a subscription box. You get charged every month. Another subscription, I guess you could really call it either your phone or maybe even your cable if you still have cable. Cut the cable. Saves you tons of money, I'm telling you. So there's one last one, and that's direct sales. So that would be like your MLMs. Imagine your Mary Kay, imagine your Amway. They're direct sales, or MLMs, as you could say, to where they hire, that business model is where you hire a direct selling force of people that go out and sell your product, and then you're really giving them a percentage of what they're selling. And that's really the main business models. There's other ones floating around there, but those are the only ones I wanted to bring up that I've been thinking about. You've got like virtual, for instance, where a game, it's a virtual game, but that could fall under free. So there's some other variations of business models, but anyone thinking of starting a business, start with those. It'll help you to think about how you want to run your business, and hopefully it gets you going in the right direction. So good luck, and I think I'm going to do a bit more work for the next hour or two. Work on some biz dev, some strategy work, and then I'll think about going to sleep. Till then.